Hi Scorpio, this is your February 10th through the 16th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love venture in your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the final spread, the 5th spread, will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Scorpio. We have the 8 of Swords clarified by the Hangman. We have the Page of Wands clarified by the 8 of Wands. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. In the potential outcome, we have the 6 of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands, and we also have the World on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Pisces. But you could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. Okay, it's a general reading. So yeah, if there is a distance between you two, Scorpio, then it's not going to be a problem. Perhaps it has been a problem up until this point, but it's not going to be a problem anymore. If there was, perhaps this person was not stable in terms of their finances, right? But starting this week or recently, maybe their finances finally got stabilized. Because we do have 3 financial cards on the table, or 3 cards that could be interpreted as financial cards, right? The Ace of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, 3. That's a lot, if you ask me. Okay? So perhaps money is somehow a part of this, or money is important, or perhaps this person is getting a new job and they're moving, or maybe again something about their finances that's getting a boost. Something among those lines, right? Or some kind of a chapter of this person's life is coming to an end, and now they're able to come to you or move forward with you. You know, there's definitely something like that. Some kind of a chapter ending, or there's a distance between the two of you, or there's money that's not up to their standard. Perhaps this person is like, they want to provide, they want to make sure they have a solid foundation, they want to make sure they got money in the bank or a good paying job, and perhaps they're finally achieving that, or they're finally reaching that goal, or the distance will no longer be a problem. You know, that's what kind of feels like there's going to be a prerequisite. Once that is taken care of, all 3 that I just mentioned, then they're able to move forward. We do have the World on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. The World could be someplace remote, right? So again, perhaps this person is away at the distance from you. But the World is also a card of an ending, and I always interpret it as a happy end card. One chapter coming to an end, a much better, much happier chapter is about to begin. And again, it kind of feels like it has something to do with what I mentioned, right? This reading starts with the 8 of Swords clarified by the Hangman. Both of those 2 cards are talking about nothing. Literally. Or nothing happening. Or them waiting. Them overthinking. Them being stuck somewhere. Or them being stuck because they don't have their finances in order. Because the 8 of Swords is a card of being literally stuck. It is a card of somebody who is overthinking. You know, the Hangman clarifying it is a card of stagnation. You know, so one stagnation card, one nothing happening card is clarifying another. At the same time, the Hangman, by the way, could be a Pisces. You know, it's a Pisces major arcana card. The Hangman could be a card of a sacrifice. Perhaps up until this point, they were stuck. They were sacrificing. They were busy sacrificing themselves for something. Right? The Hangman could also be an epiphany of some sort. And whatever the case, right? So here comes the Page of Wands clarified by the 8 of Wands. So here they're finally showing up. Here they're finally reaching out to you, right? Both of those 2 cards are communication cards. At the same time, the 8 of Wands could be a card of literally going somewhere. It's one of the fastest cards in the deck. It's also the Cupid's Arrows card. Right, and the Page of Wands, again, messages, right, communication. And the Ace of Pentacles in the middle, I was a little surprised that the Ace of Pentacles showed up. Because up until this point, it was just, you know, it was just not bad cards, but it was like, let's just see what happens, you know, with the Page of Wands and the 8 of Wands. But bam, here comes the Ace of Pentacles. It could be that money, it could be that financial situation improving, it could be them getting a job, or it could be them all of a sudden dropping that Ace of Pentacles on you, because it is a very serious card. You know, if it's not about money, then the Ace of Pentacles is in my opinion, you know, it's like the Ace of Pentacles is like the ace of all aces combined into one, right? It's a golden opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity. Any potential outcome, like I've already mentioned, we have more pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, right? And the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands actually used to be called the proposal card. The Six of Pentacles, when it comes to money, it's a really good card. It's a card of an equal give and take. By the way, it's a card of balance, right? It's a very generous card. And the Knight of Pentacles is very similar to the Ace of Pentacles. Also a very stable, very grounded, long-term oriented card. With the Knight of Pentacles, you can always plan ahead. So yeah, interesting reading, Scorpio. Alright? But that's what I have for you. Really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Scorpio, this part is for you. We have the Ace of Swords, the Sun, the Knight of Cups, and the Fool on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, perhaps a fellow water sign, Cancer, another Scorpio or Pisces, or any zodiac sign. It's a very happy reading because somebody says yes. Scorpio, somebody will say yes or already said yes to some kind of a brand spanking new beginning. Or maybe somebody is being spontaneous, or somebody is just saying, let's just play it by ear and see what happens. Let's try something brand new we haven't tried in the past. Right? That's what's going on, right? The Ace of Swords and the Fool, you know, both are talking about new beginnings. The Ace of Swords often does really come through as a yes. Okay, it's a card of a clarity, right? As a matter of fact, both the Ace of Swords and the Sun are clarity cards, and the Fool is a card of a new beginning. It's a card of taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, doing something new. You know, being spontaneous and things like that. The Sun is also a Leo card. You could be dealing with a Leo. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. And the clarity, as already mentioned. The Knight of Cups could be a fellow water sign. It could be you right there. The Knight of Cups, you know, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. But the Knight of Cups is the most loving knight out of all 4 knights. Okay, so there's definitely love. There's definitely clarity. Somebody says yes. By the way, the Fool could be a card of liberation. Okay, so if you were not clear about something, perhaps you guys will clarify. There will be clarity reached, and you're going to be liberated from not knowing what to expect, and perhaps that's why you're so happy. Okay, if you're not married yet, maybe they're telling you they love you for the first time. They're going to clarify it to you. They're going to make sure you understand that they do love you. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Scorpio. This week, keep in mind it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. In your case, it may not even be an ex. It could be somebody from your past. We have the Two of Wands, clarified by the King of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Star, and the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. To be honest with you, the first thing I thought of was an Aquarius birthday. Right, we're still in the Aquarius birthday season this week that this reading is for, and you have Aquarius in this reading twice. The King of Swords and the Star could both be representing an Aquarius, or maybe two different. Maybe it's a double birthday party, right? The Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a card of a reunion. It's a card of a celebration. So. A birthday is a celebration, right? So the King of Swords is the person you're going to be dealing with. Yeah, most likely an air sign, most likely an Aquarius, right? If they're not an Aquarius, they could be either a Gemini or a Libra. But the Star right next to the deck is definitely an Aquarius major arcana card. The Six of Cups in the middle is a soulmate card. It's also a card of somebody coming back from the past. And a couple of things you need to know about the Six of Cups, in case you didn't know. It is not only a soulmate card, it is a card of somebody from the past. It is a card, it's not necessarily an ex when the Six of Cups shows up. It could be an ex, doesn't have to be. It could just be somebody from your past. And we're usually glad to see people when they come back with the Six of Cups energy. And that's what I kind of see here. People in the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck are celebrating. If it's not an Aquarius birthday, you will still have a reason to celebrate. It could still be a very happy reunion, and you guys can take it from there. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Scorpio, this week. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. I hope this spread plays out for as many of you as possible. That is, of course, if you're looking for a new job or you're looking for something new. Okay? because there is at least one offer coming your way, maybe even a couple of offers, and you'll have the luxury of choosing. Right, the Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, it could be a card of a choice. And I think this is where you come in. That's you. That's you choosing, having to choose. All right, for others of you, it could be a card of juggling. Perhaps you will try to have two jobs, maybe. Or you will have two sources of income starting this week. Maybe you'll have your regular 9 to 5, or whatever your shift is, and then maybe another source of income. Whenever you're free, you can do something like a passive income or something like that, right? But because the Ace of Pentacles, the very first card that came out, it is a golden opportunity. It is a job offer. It is a contract. It could be a side gig that eventually becomes your main source of income. You know, it's an opportunity that is not to be missed. The Three of Wands right next to it is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision after they went through some kind of a decision-making process. And the Two of Cups, when it comes to work, business, and finances, I always interpret it as a handshake card. That means that there's two people, two companies, or a person in a company get together, they shake hands, they sign paperwork, and all that good stuff. All right, so this looks awesome. This looks awesome. It's like, and nobody's in a hurry, by the way. Nobody's in a hurry here. Perhaps they're going to make you an offer and you're going to tell them, you know what, let me sleep on it, let me think about it, and they'll be like, sure, take your time. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Scorpio. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and Temperance on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You will also have Sagittarius on the table. It kind of reminds me of the first spread, the New Love spread, and the Work, Business, and Finances spread at the same time. Remember the first spread? I counted 3 Pentacle cards, right? But this spread is definitely about money. In some shape or form, somehow, in some capacity, this spread is about money. So the main scenario, the main option as to how this is going to play out, if you get a job offer, or if you get some kind of a financial offer, you know, a contract offer, what have you, don't jump on this opportunity right away, because they will give you more money. I think there's more money. They have more money to give you, or more something. You know, you can negotiate more out of this, right? Because you see, we start with the Page of Pentacles, but then it becomes the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, it could simply be a way of the universe to say, you know, it's not that much right now, but potentially you'll be making more money. Let me give you an example. Maybe you have a startup company offering you a job. Perhaps they will offer you like stock options, and perhaps in the future this company is going to go IPO and you're going to make a lot of money by selling those stock options in the future. Right? Or again, if it's like a company that's been around for a while, negotiate and they'll give you more money, right? If they come in with a Page of Pentacles, they will lowball you. You know, be professional, be nice about it, and ask for more money and they will give it to you. Because the Nine of Pentacles in the middle, I think that's the way they see you. Very desirable person, somebody they want to hire, right? And perhaps you're already doing fine financially. Temperance on the bottom of the deck, you see, Temperance is all about, you know, not being in a hurry, not rushing into anything. Temperance comes in and says, slow down, calm down, just take it easy, and everything is going to be fine. All right, that's what it kind of feels like, more money. All right, Scorpio, I hope this makes sense. And that's what I have for you for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Scorpio, have an amazing week.